Hello, welcome to all of you in FFB लाइव केमिस्ट्री क्लासेस। पिछले वीडियो में इसी क्लास में हमने तुम लोगों को बताया ईथर के बारे में, मेथड्स ऑफ प्रिपरेशन ऑफ ईथर एंड सम रिएक्शंस एंड फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ ईथर्स आल्सो डिस्कस। आज के क्लास में हम केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ ईथर पे डिस्कस करेंगे। यानी इम्पॉर्टेंट केमिकल रिएक्शंस ऑफ ईथर आर डिस्कस्ड हियर। Now, topic of today's class is chemical reactions of ether. तो वन बाय वन हम सारे रिएक्शंस यहाँ पे डिस्कस करेंगे जो कि इम्पोर्टेंट रिएक्शन है ईथर जो कि शो करता है। तो इसमें जो ऑक्सीडेशन जो बीच में दो एल्किल ग्रुप के साथ ऑक्सीजन होता है, तो पहले हम डिस्कस करेंगे रिएक्शन ड्यू टू इथेरियन ऑक्सीजन। इथेरियल ऑक्सीजन यानी बीच में जो ऑक्सीजन होता है ये ईथर में, दो एल्किल ग्रुप और ऑक्सीजन, इसके ड्यू टू इथेरियल ऑक्सीजन जो रिएक्शन होते हैं उसको हम पहले डिस्कस करेंगे। फर्स्ट है पेरोक्साइड फॉर्मेशन। ईथर्स add up atmospheric oxygen or ozonized oxygen through coordination of one of the lone pair of ethereal oxygen to form peroxides in presence of sunlight or ultraviolet light. This is the ether. C2H5O, C2H5O. Two lone pairs of electrons are present on oxygen, reacts with oxygen to form this types of compound, coordinate compound. ये कोऑर्डिनेट कंपाउंड का वो सिंबल होता है। इस तरह का ये कोऑर्डिनेट कंपाउंड बनाता है। यहाँ इस ऑक्सीजन के साथ ये अपने दो पेयर इलेक्ट्रॉन शेयर करके बॉन्ड कोऑर्डिनेट बॉन्ड बनाता है और ये कंपाउंड हमें इंटरमीडिएट कंपाउंड्स मिलता है। This is known as peroxide. The peroxides of diethyl ether is heavy, pungent, oily liquid, unstable compound and decomposes violently on heating. There is another concept of formation of a peroxide in long contact with air and light according to the following reaction like this. Diethyl ether reacts with oxygen in presence of light. It forms peroxide of diethyl ether, that is 1-ethoxyethyl hydroperoxide. All ethers that have been exposed to atmosphere for any length of time invariably contain peroxides. The boiling point of peroxide is higher than that of ether. It is left as residue in the distillation of ether and may cause an explosion. For this reason, ethers should never be evaporated to dryness. It is always essential to remove the peroxide before distilling the ether. Ether can be freed from peroxide by shaking with ferrous salt solution or distilling with concentrate sulfuric acid. Diethyl ether used in preparation of Grignard reagent. This is the important use of the diethyl ether. Must be free from the traces of water and alcohol. This is called absolute ether and can be prepared by distillation of ordinary ether from concentrated sulfuric acid and subsequent storing over metallic sodium. The ether containing the impurity of ether peroxide cannot be used as an anesthetic. The presence of ether peroxide can be tested with the help of potassium iodide. Iodine is liberated when potassium iodide is added to ether containing peroxide impurity. Pure ether does not liberate iodine from potassium iodide. The presence of peroxide in ether can also be detected by the development of red color when ether is shaken with mixture of ferrous, ammonium sulfate and potassium thiocyanate. तो फेरस अमोनियम सल्फेट और ईथर पेरोक्साइड जब अगर प्रेजेंट है उसमें तो रिएक्शन होता है ये पहले फेरस आयन Fe2+ में फेरिक आयन में कन्वर्ट होता है प्लस ईथर अलग हो जाता है जो कि पोटेशियम साइनाइड थायोसाइनाइड के साथ ये देता है पोटेशियम आयरन थायोसाइनाइड दैट इज ब्लड रेड कलर. The formation of peroxide can be prevented by adding a small amount of Cu2O to ether. With the strong oxidizing agent like acid dichromate, ethers are oxidized to aldehydes and then to acetic acid. Now diethyl acid, when a strong oxidizing agent like acid dichromate is used, it forms acetaldehyde, which further oxidation gives acetic acid. Now salt formation, another reaction. Due to the presence of lone pair of electron on oxygen atom, ether behave as Bronsted-Lowry base or Lewis base and form stable oxonium salt with cold concentrated mineral acid at low temperature. The reaction is here. Diethyl ether react with HCl at 273 Kelvin means 0 degree centigrade. It forms this type of compound. हाइड्रोजन से ये बॉन्ड बना करता है और साथ में ये कहलाता है डाईएथिल ऑक्सोनियम क्लोराइड. नाउ डाईएथिल ऑक्सोनियम क्लोराइड इसको इस तरह से भी लिख सकते हैं, रिएक्ट विद सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड टू फॉर्म डाईएथिल ऑक्सोनियम हाइड्रोजन सल्फेट लाइक दिस टाइप ऑफ कंपाउंड, एंड दिस डाईएथिल ऑक्सोनियम हाइड्रोजन सल्फेट्स कन्वर्टेड इनटू this type of compound. इसको इस तरह से लिख सकते हैं. The formation of oxonium salt is similar to the formation of ammonium salts from ammonia and acids. Ether is removed from alkyl halides by shaking with concentrated sulfuric acid. Ether can be distinguished from alkane with the help of these reactions. Ether can form coordination complexes with Lewis acid like BF3, AlCl3, RMGX, that is Grignard reagent, etc. As the ethers having lone pair of electron are Lewis bases, they easily coordinate to form complexes known as etherates like this. Lewis acid से reaction करके complex बनाता है ये बोरान ट्राइफ्लोराइड etherate. This is coordinated with BF3. Now diethyl ether reacts with Grignard reagent to like this compound. It is for this reason that ethers are used as solvent for Grignard reagent. That is why Grignard reagent are usually prepared in ether. Now reaction involving cleavage of carbon oxygen bond. कार्बन ऑक्सीजन यानी R के साथ जो C है वो O के साथ बॉन्ड बनाता है. तो जब इसके क्लीवेज से रिएक्शन होते हैं उन रिएक्शन के बारे में यहाँ पे हम जानेंगे. रिएक्शन इन्वॉल्विंग क्लीवेज ऑफ कार्बन ऑक्सीजन बॉन्ड. फर्स्ट इज हाइड्रोलिसिस. This reaction is known as action of dilute H2SO4 with ether. When heated at high temperature with dilute sulfuric acid under presence, ether are hydrolyzed to the corresponding alcohols. जनरल रिएक्शन ईथर हाइड्रोलिसिस होती है इसकी, और क्या बनता है एल्कोहल। अगर ये एसिमेट्रिक ईथर है तो दो तरह के एल्कोहल बनेंगे, सिमेट्रिक है तो दो मॉलिक्यूल्स ऑफ सेम एल्कोहल बनेंगे। Example, diethyl ether when hydrolyzed with dilute sulfuric acid under pressure it forms ethanol. Now action of concentrate sulfuric acid. When warmed with ether, when warmed with concentrated sulfuric acid, it forms alcohol and alkyl hydrogen sulfate. Ether reacts with sulfuric acid, it forms ethyl alcohol and ethyl hydrogen sulfate. And this ethyl alcohol again reacts with the sulfuric acid to form ethyl hydrogen sulfate. Now overall reactions is diethyl ether reacts with concentrate H2SO4. It forms ethyl hydrogen sulfate and sulfuric acid. The secondary and tertiary ethers, however, form alkene with concentrate H2SO4 like this. This is third butyl methyl ether. This is tertiary carbon. Reacts with concentrate H2SO4. When heated, it forms isobutylene and methyl alcohol. Now action of hydroiodic acid. Ethers are readily attacked by concentrate Hi and decompose into Ri, that is alkyl halide. The ethereal linkage is broken and the products formed depend on the temperature and amount of reactants. The first reaction is when ethers are readily attacked by high concentration of hydrogen iodide or hydrogen bromide at 373 Kelvin to give a mixture of alkyl iodide and alkyl alcohol. In the case of mixed ethers, the halogen atom attaches to a smaller and less complex alkyl group. Now diethyl ether reacts with Hi at 373 Kelvin. Ethyl forms ethyl iodide and ethyl alcohol. Ethyl methyl ether reacts with Hi at this temperature, forms methyl iodide and ethyl alcohol. Now alkoxybenzene reacts with hydrogen iodide. It forms phenol and alkyl iodide. The same reaction are observed with HBr and HCl. The order of reactivity of halogen acid is Hi is more reactive than HBr and it is and less reactive HCl. Now, when heated with excess of hydrogen iodide, the alcohol first form reacts further with Hi to form corresponding alkyl iodide. Now, diethyl ether reacts with excess of Hi at 373 Kelvin. It forms ethyl iodide and water. The general reaction is like this. If ether is symmetrical, then two types of ethyl iodide is formed with H2O. Similarly, cyclic ethers are readily cleaved by HBr or HBI to form dihaloalkanes. This is tetrahydrofuran. Reacts with excess of hydrogen bromide at 373 Kelvin. It forms these types of compound. This is 1,4-dibromobutane plus water. The mechanism of this reaction. The fusion of ether by halogen acids occurred by the following mechanism. First is SN2 mechanism. The ether molecule gets protonated by the hydrogen of the acid to form protonated ether or oxonium salt. तो जो एसिड है वो पहले हाइड्रोजन आयन और हाइड्रोजन आयन देता है, उसके बाद नाउ प्रोटोनेशन टेक्स प्लेस. This hydrogen reacts with ether to form protonated ether. Second, the protonated ether undergoes nucleophilic attack by halide ion. यहाँ पे बना था जो, this is the halide ion, and forms alkyl alcohol and alkyl halide like this. इस तरह से पहले ट्रांजिशन स्टेट आती है, या इससे ये कंबाइंड होता है. ट्रांजिशन स्टेट which undergoes chain to form alkyl halide and alcohol. The reactivity through this mechanism is controlled by steric factors. Second mechanism is SN1 mechanism. Now ether, these types of reactor, this is tertiary carbon and methoxy, this is methoxy ether, uh, reacts with hydrogen produced by acid, protonated, it forms protonated ether like this. This involves the formation of intermediate carbocation from the protonated ether. अब इससे ये इसको लूज करता है हाइड्रोजन को और क्या बनाता है कार्बोकैटायन प्लस CH3OH यानी मेथिल एल्कोहल. Now this carbocation reacts with halide ion produced by the hydrohalogen acids to forms these compounds. The reactivity through this mechanism is controlled by the stability of intermediate carbocation. Now site of cleavage. In case of unsymmetrical ether, the site of cleavage depend on the nature of alkyl group. For example, when ethyl-methyl ether reacts with HI, it forms methyl iodides and ethyl alcohol. The alkyl halides will always form for the smaller group. तो alkyl halide जो है ये smaller group से बनता है और जो बड़ा group होता है alkyl group उससे alcohol बन रहा है. Methyl isopropyl ethyl plus HBr, then methyl bromide is formed by the smaller CH3 group and isopropyl alcohol is formed by this group. The cleavage of such ethers occurs by SN2 mechanism and the formation of product is controlled by steric effect. Now tert butyl methyl ether reacts with HI. Now tert butyl iodide is formed and methyl alcohol. The alkyl halide is formed from the tertiary alkyl group and the cleavage of such ether occurs by SN1 mechanism as the solvent is highly polar and the product is controlled by the formation of more stable intermediate tertiary carbocation from the protonated ether. In case of alkyl aryl ether, that is phenolic ether, the product formed are always phenol and an alkyl halide and not the aryl halide and an alcohol. Now methyl ethyl ether, this is the anisole, reacts with hydrogen iodide at 373 Kelvin. It forms phenol and methyl iodide. This portion mix with I, joined with I to form methyl iodide, and this OH is attached with this O, it forms phenol. Now this is due to steric hindrance of larger alkyl group. The halide ion attacks the smaller. The halide ion attacks the smaller alkyl group. Now cleavage of benzyl alkyl ethers. In case of benzyl alkyl ethers containing a primary alkyl group R double bond CH3 or C2H5 etc., such as benzyl ethyl ether, the reaction occurs by SN1 mechanism. For example, benzyl ethyl, this is the benzyl group, and benzyl ethyl ether reacts with the hydrogen of the acid, hydrogen ion of the acid. Protonation takes place to form protonated ether like this. Now this protonated ether is converted into benzyl carbocation and ethanol. Since the benzyl carbocation is more stable than ethyl carbocation, therefore cleavage of CO bond gives benzyl carbocation and ethyl alcohol. This reacts with nucleophile. हाइड्रोआयोडिक एसिड का जो एसिड था वो प्रोटोनेशन में काम आता है और आयोडाइड आयन रिएक्ट करता है दिस विथ दिस कार्बोकैटायन. दिस रिएक्शन इज फास्ट एंड फॉर्म बेंजाइल आयोडाइड. This carbocation then reacts with iodine ion to form benzyl iodide. So benzyl alkyl ether, this is benzyl alkyl ether reacts with Hi to form benzyl iodide and alcohol. Diphenyl ethers are not cleaved by Hi even at high temperature. The importance of this reaction, action of Hi with ethers form the basis of ZSL method for the estimation of alkoxy group OR such as methoxy, OCH3 and ethoxy groups in ether. Reaction like this. The alkyl iodide so formed, this is alkyl iodide, is so formed is absorbed in ethanolic silver nitrate solution to form silver iodide. From the weight of silver iodide formed, the number of alkoxy group can be determined. Now action of phosphorus pentachloride. On heating with phosphorus pentachloride, it also brings in the cleavage of carbon-oxygen bond of ether to form alkyl chloride. There is no reaction in cold. General reaction, ether reacts with PCl5, it forms alkyl halide and phosphorus oxychloride. For example, diethyl ether reacts with PCl5. When heated, it forms ethyl chloride plus POCl3. Now reaction with acetyl chloride and acetic anhydride. Ethers when heated with acetyl chloride in presence of anhydrous zinc chloride or AaCl3 form alkyl halide and ester. Acetyl chloride, this is diethyl ether. In presence of zinc chloride when heated it forms ethyl chloride and ethyl acetate. With acid anhydride, ethers are formed in presence of zinc chloride. This is acetic anhydride. Reacts with diethyl ether in presence of zinc chloride. It forms ethyl acetate. Now dehydration. When ether vapors are passed over heated alumina, dehydration of ether occurs to form alkenes. Diethyl ether, when passed over superheated alumina, Al2O3, it forms ethene and water. Now reaction with carbon monoxide. Under suitable condition, ethers react with carbon monoxide to form ester, diethyl ether. Carbon monoxide in presence of boron trifluoride at 423 Kelvin temperature and at 500 atmospheric pressure. It forms ethyl propionate. Now come on the electrophilic substitution reaction in aromatic ring. The plus R effect of the alkoxy group and aryl alkyl ethers increase the electron density in the benzene ring, referred to structure first to fifth. And therefore, like phenols, the alkoxy group OR in aromatic ethers activates the ring towards electrophilic substitution reaction at ortho and para position, like this. तो आर्थो एंड पैरा पोजिशन पे इस तरह से ये भी आर्थो पोजिशन, ये आरो पोजिशन, इलेक्ट्रॉन डेंसिटी यहाँ पे इंक्रीज कर जाती है डीलिक्वलाइजेशन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन से, जिससे कि आर्थो और पैरा एंड आर्थो पोजिशन इज मोर रिएक्टिव देन द अदर पोजिशन. Examples are halogenation. This is anisole methyl phenyl ether reacts with bromine and carbon tetrachloride in presence of carbon tetrachloride. It forms orthobromoanisole or which is known as methyl 2-bromophenyl ether. Ortho position पे हम Br जोड़ा और साथ में para position पे. This is para bromoanisole, that is methyl 4-bromophenyl ether. Now anisole reacts with bromine in acetic acid. It forms para and orthobromoanisole. Para Bromoanisole is 90% formed and this is only 10%. Now nitration. When anisole or phenyl methyl ether reacts with concentrate H2SO4 in presence of concentrate sulfuric acid, it forms orthonitroanisole, this is the minor product, and para-nitroanisole, this is the major product. Now Friedel-Crafts reaction, alkylation. Alkylation में phenyl methyl ether reacts with methyl chloride. It, in presence of anhydrous aluminum chloride, it forms orthomethyl anisole. Ortho position पे लगा. This is known as 2-methoxytoluene. And this is minor product and this is major product, para-methyl anisole. Now acetylation, when anisole reacts with acetyl chloride in presence of anhydrous aluminum chloride, the reaction is known as acetylation. It forms orthomethoxyacetophenone. Ortho product is minor and para product is major, like ये structure पूरा ये है, para methoxyacetophenone. The structure of ether is similar to that of H2O. In fact, ethers are dialkyl or diaryl derivatives of water and the oxygen atom is sp3 hybridized, क्योंकि दोनों जो एल्किल ग्रुप होते हैं ये इनका कार्बन sp3 hybridized होता है. Ethers have therefore a tetrahedral geometry. Two of the four sp3 hybrid orbitals of oxygen atoms overlap with sp3 orbitals of two alkyl group to form sigma bond like this C. ऑक्सीजन के साथ दोनों C sigma bond बनाते हैं. The remaining two sp3 orbitals of oxygen contains a lone pair of electrons. The COC bond angle in ether is 110 degree while HOH bond angle is 104.5 degree. This is because of greater size of alkyl group resulting in the greater forces of reaction. The orbital structure of ether like this. These two unhybridized orbital of oxygen, p orbitals of oxygen has two lone pair of electrons and this oxygen joined with R. और R की भी जो जिस ऑर्बिटल से इनका ओवरलैप होता है वो sp3 हाइब्रिडाइज होते हैं और ये दोनों सिग्मा बॉन्ड बनाते हैं. Thus ether have a bent structure and are dipolar in nature. जो lone pair of electron होते हैं इन्हीं के रिपल्सन से ये bent structure form करता है. For example, the net dipole moment of dimethyl ether is 1.30 d and that of diethyl ether is 1.818 d. The CO bond length in methoxymethane is 141 pm is almost the same as methanol 142 pm. तो सम इम्पॉर्टेंट रिएक्शंस बल्कि कंप्लीट सभी इम्पॉर्टेंट रिएक्शंस इस क्लास में तुम लोगों ने पढ़ा. उसके अलावा किस तरह से ईथर की स्ट्रक्चर किस तरह का होता है इस बारे में भी डिस्कस किया और दिखाया तुम लोगों को स्ट्रक्चर. तो ईथर के बारे में ये कंप्लीट हुई स्टडी, यानी कि मेथड ऑफ प्रिपरेशन, उसके अलावा जो जनरल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स थी जैसे कि नोमेनक्लेचर, आइसोमेरिज्म, रिएक्टिविटी ऑफ ईथर्स, यूजेस ऑफ ईथर, ये सारी चीज़ें डिस्कस हुई पिछले 2 वीडियोस में. तो दोनों वीडियोस को देख करके तो कंप्लीट स्टडी आप लोग कर सकते हैं ईथर के बारे में. तो इस तरह से ये अल्कोहल, ईथर और फिनॉल का चैप्टर कंप्लीट हो गया. इसके बाद हम अगले चैप्टर की तरफ ध्यान देंगे जो कि एल्डिहाइड, कीटोन एंड कार्बोक्सिलिक ग्रुप यानी कंपाउंड्स कंटेनिंग कार्बोनिल ग्रुप पे हम अगले वीडियोज में डिस्कस करेंगे.